up? It's Tank from X99.5, Jacksonville's new alternative. We are talking with the legendary Stephan Jenkins from Third Eye Blind. Coming to town. They're going to be here with the Summer Gods Tour with our very own Yellow Card. Yellow Card from right here in Jacksonville as well. And Arizona. It's July 26th at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Get your tickets at thirdeyeblind.com. Welcome to the program, Stephan.
Thanks. I'm not totally sure what sort of voice to take on when you say legendary. Is this legendary?
It sounds like a legendary voice. You know, I think just being who you are is kind of what made you legendary, honestly.
You know, I learned that from Snoop Dogg. I said, how do you do it all these years? And he goes, because I just do it myself, man. That's my trick.
If you want a life lesson, you go to Snoop Dogg, I always felt.
Yeah, you were talking about the 26th. We're going to be playing at your arena, Veterans Memorial Arena. Yeah,
VyStar. It's a great place for a show. It's got great sound for an arena. It really does. And Yellow Card.
It's indoor, right?
It is. It is an indoor arena, and Yellow Card is from
really
here.
Good because we're bringing about 8 years on this tour as we've ever had. So inside, it's just going to be like a laser salad.
Laser salad. I've never.
Yes, I know. Well, that's not quite the right description of it. A lot of lasers on the tour.
Do you, when you're doing the before the tour, because you guys haven't kicked off your tour yet? That starts June 1st, right? That's when you hit the road.
We do a warm up. We do a warm up show in Alaska, and then we start in Spokane on June 7th in earnest, and then we get out to Jacksonville on the 26th.
So when you do the warm up show, is that when you say, "Hey, more lasers. I need more lasers"? No,
that has to happen in pre-production.
Got it.
You have to get that figured out in advance.
Yeah. Have you guys ever done a live album?
About lasers. What's that?
Have you guys ever done a live album?
Yeah, we did one in 2017, and there have been calls for another live album. But I want to do this. I have a new studio album that we've tracked, but I haven't finished the lyrics for. And I promised everybody before we start this tour this summer that Third Eye Blind's going to have new music out. So the pressure is on for the next couple of weeks for me, for sure, man.
Is it harder to do stuff like that when you're on tour? Is it harder to write lyrics, or is it you have more time to kind of focus on that sort of thing?
It's impossible when I'm on tour.
Yeah.
With all the motion, for me, it's really, really difficult. But then again, I've been finding it impossible to do it now. So it's just, it's been driving me crazy to finish these lyrics. But I promised my bandmates and my drummer, Brad, he said, he made that sound when they look at you and he goes, "Come on, man." That, that downward lilt, and it just gives you the pit in your stomach where you go, it's like, I don't want to let my bandmates down. So we'll definitely have new music out before the beginning. Definitely before we get to Jacksonville.
Okay. That's not that far. July 26th is, it's closer than it seems. And, it's cool because, with Yellow Card being from here, they can show you around and stuff like that. What do you think is the thing that keeps you coming back? Because you've been doing this for a while now. And every time I see you, it seems like you have more energy and more zeal for the job than the time before.
I know the answer to this question. It is more simple than ever. It is the empathy of the band with each other, the way that we interact with each other musically, and the exchange that we have with the audience. It is that combination that is exciting and invigorating to me, and I love that. I love that aspect of live music. There's something that happens in that when we play with each other. I love playing in this band. We're all kind of like puppies. We like being together. We like playing together. The audience can feel it, and then something that happens that just makes it pop off, and that's the whole reason.
Yeah, there's a magic to it when you guys are up there doing your thing, and we're singing back at you, and you're singing back at us. It feels magical, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, and the other thing is, we don't have a MacBook Pro. That's not the kind of band we are.
Right.
Everything we do is made up from our fingers, from scratch, every night, and it changes every night. So you really have to live your life in alignment for that moment to make it all happen every night. Otherwise, it's going to fall apart. And I love that challenge. I love the discipline of live music and touring.
Do you still learn stuff when you're up there? Do you still learn stuff from one night to another to take with you to a different show?
Always. It's always the most awake part of my day. So it's 2 hours of my day where I'm completely sober, and I don't mean like not drunk,
right? Yeah,
which I'm also, but just mean like just present. I'm right here fully in this moment. And I'm always working to cultivate that more and more, to try and be in that state longer.
This year, celebrating the 25th anniversary of Jumper, they're putting out this is like, I judge a band. Well, I don't judge a band, but I get more respect for a band when I look at their merch, because I think merch says a lot about how a band looks at their audience. You know what I'm saying? So like,
interesting.
I like, this is like one of the coolest things I've ever heard. You guys are going to have rare limited edition playable gold records, pure gold records, silver records. And these are 24 karat gold and 5 ounces of pure gold. And then there's a silver one. First of all, when did these come out? And how do you come up with something like this?
I didn't come up with it. They came to us about it and said that part of the proceeds would go to my kelp initiative to restore the kelp beds of the California coast. And kelp is this really great carbon sequestration mechanism. So this is how we offset the whole carbon footprint of our tour. That I think is amazing. So I was super happy to do it. So this thing just flows all the way around, and they're available now. But the operative thing about these gold records is you can actually play them.
Right.
That's what. You can take this out. You can drop it down on a platter, drop a needle on it, and it's going to play that song. And it's gold. And then if times get tough, you can melt it down.
Yeah, well, you never know these days, right? You just you never know when you're going to need it. But that's still like, that's such a cool thing. And, for a guy like me, growing up, this, your music has been the soundtrack since my teenage years. You know what I mean? Like, just being omnipresent wherever you go. You hear these songs, and it's become such a part of my youth, and to see my 3-year-old listening to it and understand, liking the music and stuff like that. It's kind of amazing. It's almost like your family.
Wow. Well, thank you, Tank.
Yeah, no problem, man.
It feel good.
Yeah, no.
And I'm going to try not to let you down.
I don't see how you could. Show. Yeah. I love the fact that you guys are coming to the arena and putting on a big show. And Yellow Card, like I said, they're from here, and they have a big following. You guys, I'm sure, share a lot of audience. What about Arizona? I'm not as familiar with Arizona, so you want to tell us a little bit about them?
We pick everybody. We invite everybody just kind of based on feeling. And this tour, it's all really trying to go for joy. And Arizona, that's this kind of this tempo just gets everybody's shoulders to relax, and they just have this great kind of cadence to their music. So I thought they would be a really good addition to the tour. I hope people will come early and get their heavy metal parking lot vibe happening and see Arizona early. The Summer Gods tour, we do it every couple of years, and the idea is that it has kind of a festival like feeling. So that's why we invited these bands to come with us.
It has when you say, for some reason, just the idea of a festival, summertime, and then making it inside that's air conditioned, I think that's the greatest type of festival there is.
Well, it's really good for the lasers because they're a lot more intense at night. I know, dude. I keep going on the lasers, but we've really got a lot of lasers on our tour.
Dude, if I'm not blown away by the lasers, Stephen, I'm going to be so disappointed in you.
I know. I talked them up. I've talked them up more than the gold record.
I know.
They better be good.
It's great. I'm curious too because Eddie Vedder, when he does a set list, he makes it up like right before the show. What's your set list set up like? Do you plan it ahead of time? Is it based on city? What's it based on?
It's both. So there's stuff that they're like, what are the themes that we want to do on this tour? What do we want to reach? What are things we haven't done before that we want to do? And then where are places where we can change it and surprise. So both things kind of happen. Eddie's making a lot of, I want to see him do that, basically.
Yeah.
Be backstage when he writes that set list. Because I've got like 25 songs. I want to see Eddie write out 25 songs every night. Yeah.
So, and when you go out, when you're on stage and everything, you're doing your stuff, there's definitely like a connection between you and the audience. How, I don't know how to answer, I don't know how to pose this question. Do you ever just like see people individually, or is it just, with the lights and everything, you can't really see?
I see everyone individually. My whole idea when I play is to try to be present with every person there. So I'm always playing like I'm actually like with you, like it's like at a campfire. Ooh, God, thanks. I gotta go. I really enjoyed this interview and it just flew by. I will see you July 26th, man.
July 26th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. The Summer Gods Tour comes to town with Yellow Card, Third Eye Blind, Arizona. Tickets on sale right now at thirdeyeblind.com, along with some limited edition gold and silver records. Stephan Jenkins, thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thanks for having me, man.
You're welcome, man. I'll talk to you later.